So let me just show to you guys the syllabus of our subject. So you can find this here, syllabus. Okay. So the course title and then the course description. So CP drafting and design. So this is just a 1 unit laboratory. Okay. So our schedule here is 11:30 to 3:30 p.m. But of course, we will not consume the entire 4 hours. Okay. So maybe just 2 hours for the lecture, and then the remaining 2 hours will be your time for your laboratories. So the course description of this subject is this course focuses on the principles of layout electrical, electronics, and logic drawings, stressing modern representation used for block diagrams. Okay, and then lastly, wiring and assembly drawings, printed circuit boards, layouts, and etching. So maybe in this part, wiring, assembly drawings, and then printed circuit board layouts, yes, we will be able to do this one since you're just only going to use an application called the EagleCAD. But when it comes to etching, which is the last phase wherein you're going to print the design or layout uh, design on that EagleCAD, and then you're going now to implement it on the real PCB. So medyo malabo. Okay, considering that not all of us can access electronic shop. So maybe some of you are in province, wherein finding PCB or electronic shops are a bit difficult. Okay? Unlike in cities, medyo marami dito sa Baguio, pero I'm not really sure with the others. Okay, so we'll see kung paano. So as usual, we'll start with block diagrams and then flow charts and then learning about the components, electronic components, and then discussing the on how to use the EagleCAD, okay, on how to create a schematic diagram or the PCB layouting using that software. And then lastly, of course, we're going to fabricate that circuit board using a few methods. Okay. So we have the traditional way, the old way, and then the other alternative methods. So there's actually a lot of ways in fabricating a printed circuit board. So here's the course content. So for the week 1 and up to week 3, so you could say that this is our coverage for the midterms. Okay. So you guys already know what are the topics that we're going to discuss from week 1 to week 3 up to the last before the midterms. Okay, so wala pa namang problema since lahat naman it is more on discussions and then laboratories using a software. So no problem. But for the week 4 and 5, so supposedly this one, you're going to create a simple circuit. So umpisa mo na sobrang simple na circuit. Like literally, you're going to use a PCB board and then connect it using a wire plus an LED and then connect it to our power supply. So as simple as that, we have a closed circuit wherein you're just going to practice how should it be done, okay, in a PCB. Okay, kasi kung puro breadboard tayo, nasan doon yung practice, kumbaga. So isa din yun sa mga problema ko kasi before, I let them borrow, let's say, 5 people will just use one, call this one, iron, yung panghinang. So, pwedeng ganon, salit-salitan. But right now, since we are in online distance learning, so you are on your own. Okay? So, para ma-practice mo yung skill mo talaga sa paghihinang, so dapat bibili ka ng sarili mong panghinang, bibili ka ng LED, bibili ka ng PCB na may butas. So, yung may butas muna na matrix, yung tawag natin doon. And then lastly, yung magdi-drill na sana yun. Yung talagang real. Nakuha nyo na, wala yung butas-butas. So, yun, siguro ang pwede kasi medyo mura pa yun. So, as early as of now, I would like you guys to buy. Well, medyo demanding kasi. Pero ako kasing nahihiya kasi syempre sa hirap ng buhay ngayon, diba, pandemic, tapos papabilan ko kayo ng mga components. Maliban na kung payag kayo, okay, bibili kayo ng mga panghinang, yung LED, mga PCB boards, etc. na mga kailanganin pa, mga resistors, capacitor, etc. Do you guys would like to do that one?
Not really, sir.
Not really. So, ganito na lang, okay? So, ang isang way na naiisip ko, pangit nga lang kasi hindi na nga lang siya magiging requirements. Kasi kapag
Sir,
sinabi
Shop.
kong yes?
Sorry po, sir.
Ano yan? Ano yan?
Sir, na-click ko lang po. Sorry.
Okay. So, ayun. Gaya ng sabi ko, kapag hindi ko na siya pinagawang requirements, magiging optional na lang. So, yung mga interested na lang, not actually, lahat kayo interested. Okay? Kasi syempre, sino ba namang gustong hindi makasubok, di ba? Makapaghinang, etc., etc. But of course, with proper guidelines. So, isa-send ko sa inyo yung mga proper guidelines kung paano dapat. Kasi baka masunog yung bahay nyo or masunog yung pinaglalapagan nyo ng wall. Okay, well, anyway, sobrang ikli naman. And then, common sense na rin yun. So, sige, ganun na nga lang. When it comes to week 4 to week 5, maybe focus na lang tayo dun sa design nyo. Okay? Oops. Sa design nyo, which is the layouting. Okay? A schematic diagram using an Eagle CAD. Alright? And then, since optional na rin kasi yung paghihinang, so yung iba hindi na nga bibili ng panghinang ng LED, ng PCB board. So, magiging malabo itong week 6 natin, which is the PCB design layout. Wherein supposedly, kasama pa nga dito yung driller eh. Okay. So, magastos din yun. Abutin din ng 600, 700 yung pambutas ng mga PCB. So, before, in our time, so, there's 2 people, okay, na merong ganon. And then, maybe 20 of us are borrowing that uh, driller that they have. So salit-salitan na lang kami. Pumupunta pa kami sa boarding nila para lang mahiram. So ganun. Ganun kami ka-desperate para matapos yung project namin. Alright. So, ganun na lang. Payag ba kayo doon? Well, actually, yung okay lang din naman ako doon kasi yung last year that we had this subject is before the pandemic came. So we really wasn't able to finish the last month or last 2 weeks wherein they're going to design it on the real PCB. So yung pinasubmit ko na lang sa kanila is yung layout mismo ng schematic diagram of the system that they have created. So yeah, I guess that's okay. Since yung natitira na lang naman na is in real implementation wherein you can do that one anytime as long as you already have your own layout. Okay, all you do is print that one and then put that onto the PCB. Alright, so medyo clear na ba tayo din so far?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
May concern ba kayo? May gusto ba kayong sabihin? May mga gusto ba na, sir, dapat kasama yung PCB fabrication, saka etching, etc. Wala bang gano'n? Wala bang tutol?
Libre ba yung software, sir?
Libre naman yung software. Okay.
Okay.
Yung mga components lang. Alright, so I guess none. Well, considering our situation right now. Anyway, so wala na tong week 6. Okay, we'll just focus on the layouting of the schematic. Anyway, so supposedly, ito yung mga guidelines, okay, when it comes to PCB manufacturing or, creating a small project from small project to a big project. Okay, so you can download this ebook right here. And then another ebook here wherein I've just added a while ago. So this is an ebook wherein you can learn about UML or Unified Modeling Language. So this is actually more on programming side, but not really necessary when it comes to uh, this subject. But if you're interested with UML, like block diagrams of programming, ganun lang siya, parang may mga integers, may mga declarations, may mga functions, etc. So you can read about this one also. Okay. So yeah, that's it for the free ebook. So I'll just add soon if I will be able to find new ebooks that will be helpful in this course. Right, so here are the bases of evaluation. So this is already uh, common sense. Okay, so active participation. Okay, so just by simply saying yes sir, no sir, that is already an active participation. Okay, so napakalaking bagay na nun, especially I cannot see you guys. So yes, you are here right now. Like for example, Mr. Armel Bustade. He is here right now, but I cannot really see if he is reasoning or no. So, pwedeng nakaharap lang siya pero naglalaro or nanonood or may ibang ginagawa. Okay? So, just by answering a yes or no is a really, really big participation to me already. Okay? And then, of course, asking questions or clarifications. That is number one that you can contribute in our class. So, meaning you're interested with this subject, meaning you're really willing to learn more with this subject, and then, of course, you're showing your uh, passion in learning things. And, of course, discussions. So, before the actually requirement to dati, pero hindi ko kasi masyado pang nagagamay yung Canvas dati, and then kung paano ba yung mga rules and mga dapat ilagay sa Canvas natin. But anyway, so right now, discussion now on every module is a requirements. So I would like you guys to participate on all of the discussions that we're going to have in every module. So what are those discussions? So let me just show it to you guys. So under modules, we have it right here. We have here the interaction with students. So this one is discussion, chat, or inbox. So we're going to have a case study, okay, on each discussion. So for module one, we have this case study number one, wherein we have the facts and then the questions. So yeah, all to do is read the facts and then reflect and then uh, read these questions, and then from those facts, so I would like you guys to give your feedback or give your opinion. Okay, so this one is more on saying your own opinions. So wala namang tama at maling sagot. Okay. What important is you have call this one cooperate, okay, with this discussion of us. So one way na rin to para makapag-usap-usap kayo na dapat ganito, dapat ganyan. Okay? So hindi lang sa messenger, hindi lang sa inyong mga sarili-sarili, kundi sa lahat as a class. Alright? So let me just check how many are we right now. So 20. So actually there's a total of 40 students in this course right now. So I don't know where are the other 20. So I hope they are doing good. Na late lang sila or akala lang nila na walang class yan. Anyway, so that's it for the discussion. So just read that one later on. And of course, assignments will be your laboratories. Ito na yung mga isasabihin nyo. Puro laboratories na lang tayo, and then some quizzes. Okay? And then lastly is the examinations. Laging meron naman yan. Then of course, not just, simply having a high grade in quizzes, having a high grade in assignments and examinations. But of course, this one is badly needed right now. Okay, so let's say you have a grade of 95 in midterms, but you wasn't able to complete one laboratories in finals. You will get a grade of IMC. Okay, so dapat lahat ng requirements, especially if that is a major requirement in this subject, you must finish that one no matter what. Okay, kahit na 99 pa yung grade mo or kahit 100 pa yan. Okay, so babagsak pa rin or hindi naman babagsak. Bibigyan kita ng INC kasi hindi mo natapos lahat ng requirements. Okay, so this is now and new thing that I would like you guys to take note. Okay, very important. Lahat dapat ang laboratories na gawa. And then, of course, standard grading system at university is the same as usual. Like 50% class standing, 50% midterm exam will be your midterm score, and then 50% class standing, and then 50% final exam will be your tentative final score. Then for us to solve or get your final score, so it will be 1/3 of the midterm score, and then 2/3 of the tentative final score. Okay. And correction regarding with this one, I'm not really sure why this one is 50%. So why I'm saying that I'm not sure. I've just actually copied this one. So this one is the format that was sent to us. Okay, so we've just imported this one in our module. So it says here that you need 50%. But sa ngayon pa lang, do not just aim 50%. Okay, so as usual, like before, always aim for 60% and above. Okay, so in that case, if you have 60% of score or final score, then that's the time that you can have a grade of 75. So, alam niyo naman na yun, di ba, na 60% ang passing rate or passing score ng UC. Right, so that's it for the syllabus. So, any clarifications or concerns so far?
Answer.
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 Okay, very good. So, hopefully, ganyan kayo hanggang sa pinaka-last na meeting natin. Okay. Ay, kasing ganun eh. Pag first 2 meetings, first 3 meetings, bidami. 30, 35. Pero pag finals na, magiging 18 na lang, ganun. Minsan 15, 10, malala 5. Diba? Anyway,
Napagod na, sir.
pagod na. So, di bale, recorded naman. Kaya ayokong mag-record eh. Am I the only one who's uploading the pre-recorded video of the Zoom meeting?
Yes,
No,
sir.
Si Ma'am Karen, sir, nagre-record.
Actually,
April din
supposedly, hindi ko rin ginagawa yon. Pero ang laking konsensya ko kasi knowing na yung iba, syempre, mahina nga yung net. Yung iba, cellphone lang gamit eh. Yun yung mga idol ko. Cellphone lang gamit. Tapos nagde-data, nasa labas pa. Diba? So, para lang makasabay sa synchronous meeting. So, ang ginagawa ko, especially kapag umaga, di ba, mabagal lang data connection. So, ang ginagawa ko, ina-upload ko na lang para kapag gabi, kung kailan mabilis or madaling araw, kung kailan mabilis yung internet nila, saan na lang nila pinapanood. So, I hope sa mga mabibilis yung net, okay? So, huwag nyo namang i-take advantage yun. Baka, di ba? Napaka-effort pagdating sa klase. So, dapat lang talaga na mag-attend kayo. Okay? Pakita nyo rin yung participations. Hindi lang sila na sobrang bagal na ng internet. Anyway, so, mga pala, to those who haven't submitted their 1-minute video, introducing yourself. So please submit them now para naman makita ko yung mga mukha nyo. Actually, since then, hindi pa ako masyadong familiar sa mga mukha ng iba. Like, well, lahat naman kayo dito, alam ko na yung mukha. So, medyo matagal na rin kasi kayo sa UC, so alam ko na. So, sa mga hindi pa nakapag-submit, please submit your 1-minute video right here. Alright, so let's now move on to the overview of your Module 1. Okay, so here are the topic learning outcomes that we're going to discuss for the Module 1, and then here are the list of topics. So basically, this is the explanation. Okay, defining, differentiating, blah, blah, blah. And then here are the specific topics that we're going to discuss on each of those topic learning outcomes. So basically, parang medyo similar sila. Okay, it's just that in list of topics, it is the title. Okay, and then topic learning outcomes, it is like, 3 titles composed of 1 learning outcomes, etc. All right, and then for the learning resources, of course, you have here the PDF or PowerPoint, wherein it's already in here. So under learning materials, page or file upload, we have the Module 1 black diagram. Okay, so this is for the week 1. Or if not, Okay, madadagdagan pa to. So this week one will become, or we'll be having 2 modules. Okay, so this is the module 1. So once we're done with the module 1, if ever we will be able to finish it right now, so we're going to have the module 2 next meeting, right? And yeah, so I'll just update this one as soon as I've added a new module with this uploaded learning materials. All right, and then we have here the video materials, which came from the YouTube. So these are the YouTube tutorials that I have watched also, wherein I think they are one of the most reliable or easiest way of understanding this topic, okay, this module 1. So just watch those two. So when you see black diagrams, so mostly these are just the tools. So we have here the UML, which is a software, and then we have here Smart Draw, which is another software. Okay. And actually, there's a lot of other softwares there that you can use when it comes to creating a black diagram. But these are just the two free. So actually, di naman free. Magre-register ka, ganito ganyan. Pero I think free naman. Di ka naman nila sisingilin. So yeah, all you need to do is register and then log in, and then that's it. And then we have here the reading materials, which is about unified modeling language, or UML, like what I mentioned about, like more on programming, because there we can have like declarations, functions, etc. All right, and here are my references for this topic. So we have the Smart Draw and then the Lucid for the UML. All right, so that's it for the overview for the week 1. So do you guys have clarifications or concerns so far?
None, sir.
Nope. Seems clear,
None,
sir.
sir.
None, sir.
All right. So if you guys do not have a question anymore, then let's now move on to the next one. Okay. So all of the meetings or Zoom meeting links will be posted in here. So as you guys can see, I didn't announce anything. Okay. But it is now your job to check this one from time to time, especially if it's it's our meeting. Okay. Meeting time 11:30, 3:30. So if we're not going to, let's say, we're not going to meet at that specific schedule, then that's the time that you will receive an announcement. Okay? So don't worry, kapag walang meeting, mag-a-announce naman ako. Like, for example, so use this time right now to finish your laboratories 1 to 5. Like, for example like that. Okay. Pero kapag walang announcement, then nandito yung link lagi. Like for example, this one. So date, February 23, 2021. So time is 11:30 a.m. And then here's the link. So just click this one, and then it will lead you to our Zoom meeting. Right? And then for the part 2, so once we're done with the part 1, let's say we're not, or we wasn't able to finish the module yet. So just check this one. Okay, I will update this one as soon as we're done with the part 1 of this Zoom meeting. Okay? So sasabihin ko naman sa inyo kapag kailangan pa natin ng part 3 saka part 4. So, meron lang yung mga ibang time and hindi ko na ma-monitor yung time, tapos bigla na lang mag-end yung meeting. So pag ganun, for sure, meron pang katuloy yun. Okay. Alright, so yeah, that's it for the Zoom links for synchronous class meeting. And then we have here the learning materials or page or file upload, wherein, as you guys can see, if you're going to click this one, it will lead you to this interface, and then it's like a PDF viewer showing the PDF. Okay, so as you guys may all know already, so our topic for today is black diagram, which will be discussed later on. Okay. So nandito naman na lahat, but if you want to download this module, so just click this one. Left click this download module 1 black diagram. So this one has a size of 1.7 megabytes. Right? And then next here is the watch videos. So this one is for all of the videos or pre-recorded videos will be posted. So as of now, there's only 2, which is the same with the overview, okay, of the module 1, which is the UML and then the Smart Draw. Okay, so ito lang naman yung mga related or other related videos. So later on, once we're done with our meeting, let's say we have already finished part 1, part 2, and part 3, this is where I will put the links of your pre-recorded video or pre-recorded meeting. Okay, so just check this one, maybe 40 minutes or yeah, 30 minutes after our meetings. I will upload those videos in our YouTube. Okay, so that's it for the watch videos. And then for the practice or exercise drill, or so this one could be graded or not graded. But mostly when we see practice exercise, this one is not graded. But depending on that exercise, so some are graded. Okay, that is why we have an option here, could be graded or not graded. So in this practice activity, so you can submit, okay, or you can attempt like unlimited. Okay, literally unlimited. Wala namang limitation, kaya nga practice eh. But the problem here is I won't be able to check this one from time to time. So if possible, if you guys would like to consult me with your practice activity, since this one is like self-correcting activity, this one is a laboratory activity wherein I need to check your work one by one. So this is like a consultation activity wherein, sir, could you please check my activity if there are parts wherein this one is incorrect, this one is correct, etc., etc. Okay. So you can message me to my, of course, to my Canvas account, which is this one. So I'll just receive it here in inbox, or you can just message me right here to my Facebook account. All right. So okay lang naman kahit sa Facebook account ko. So no worries, hindi ako nagagalit. Okay. So you can even message me at exactly 12 a.m. or 1 a.m. as long as mabasa ko kaagad and then magre-reply ako. Pero kapag hindi, ibig sabihin tulog ako or may ginagawa akong iba. Alright? So, yeah. This is like a consultation activity before you proceed to our laboratories. Okay? Kasi itong mga laboratories na to, ito na yung final, which will be graded as it is. Now, if you didn't, let me check your, your practice activity, and then there's a lot of errors or incorrect inputs, then sorry, since you're going to receive a lower or yeah, maybe passing score, maybe 25 or 30 out of 50, if that's the case. But if it's really bad, so maybe I'll give you 15 out of 50, etc. So that is why this practice or exercise tab here is very important. Okay? So lahat ng mga modules natin, magkakaroon tayo ng practice bago kayo mag-finalize sa mga laboratories. Alright? So as you guys can see, we have 2 laboratories for this module 1. And then lastly, for the discussion. So napakita ko naman na to kanina. So yeah. So just read these facts and then just read these questions and then put here your thoughts or your feedbacks or your opinions. Okay. So yeah, that's it for the introduction or introductory of this subject. So any question or clarification so far?
Sir, will we have a discussion leading into lab number 1 and lab number 2?
Yeah, of course. We're going to have part 2 and part 3. Maybe that part 2 and part 3 is not enough. So we'll see later on because we will discuss module 1 on part 2 and part 3. So for now, since we don't have enough time anymore, it's only 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. So we'll just continue the rest on the part 2 and part 3.
Okay, sir. And also, pwede bang kumain habang nagle-lecture ka, sir?
Yeah, sure. Basta wag lang makita, saka wag lang marinig.
Sige, sir.
All right. Any other concerns?
None, sir.
Hello?
None.
Ay, none.
None so far.
Answer.
All right.
Answer.
Okay then. So to those who doesn't have question or clarification anymore, so just wait for the part 2 right here, Zoom links for synchronous class meeting. Okay. So yeah, goodbye and then see you guys later on.
Sige, sir.
Yes, sir.